Oh my God.
The boys are back in town. What's up, guys?
What's
J-Ho?
What's happening, Jeff?
Hey,
Coach.
if you want to find me, you can find me at www. That's what y'all do. That's what you do. You gonna call, yeah?
You perfectly fine, brother.
Oh shit!
Perfectly fine.
You don't have to call. It's okay.
You do it.
I'm gonna be all right tonight.
Anytime you see that, you do it.
Oh my God.
That's it.
Coach,
That's all I ask.
Coach, what's your song of the week? Coach?
Oh man, my song of the week is Method Man and Redman, the Rockweiler.
Yeah. Oh boy. Jeff
1,
Glasses
2,
got
checker,
foggy and
microphone
everything.
checker.
Oh man, bro, that was funny as hell. My song of the week is Nipsey Hussle's "I Don't Stress." I made the set proud. Made the set proud. Shout out to
They have
Nipsey.
said proud.
Yes, Lord. Talk to me, Jeff.
Speaking of passed away artists, Young Scooter, that Columbia remix.
That's right.
I could look Hey, that was our theme music at Columbia State.
Yeah,
Stay
That
cold.
was the run out music.
that is a song.
That
was
is-
first-
yeah,
Young Scooter
first.
with Ross on it on the remix.
Ross Gucci and
Yeah.
Birdman's on the remix.
Yeah.
White King. That's that shit. Yeah, for
I
sure.
can still go.
Yeah, that was that one. Yeah. Shout out to Young Scooter. Rest in peace, man.
If you need a good laugh in this
Jewel
time,
King.
if you're in Atlanta, watch the video. Ross doing the moonwalk in them Sean Kemps.
Man,
Man, that is hilarious.
that's right.
hilarious.
That's classic shit.
Yes,
Let's get
it
to it, guys.
Oh man.
Yeah. No layup line, no warm-ups, no nothing. We just walking right into the stadium, get into the game. Let's do it. When the beat on, then it's on. Wearing the right jerseys on the road, cause how we feel where we roam is our home. Leaving these other podcasts null and void. The show can't miss something like Tom Shepard and corduroys. Full sport press, you know them boys. Jay run the point, lock for 3, and me, I crash the boards. Weezy told you that it's paid for.
Greetings and salutations. I would like to welcome everybody back and some of you for the first time to the Full Sport Press Podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan. And this is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I am J-Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
It's your man, Coach Locke.
Weezy out on assignment. Shout out to you, Weezy. Cameraman, how you doing, brother?
Coach Cameraman. Lord.
I ain't know.
I miss him.
Nah, stand on it, Jeff.
Nah. Straightforward. Edge is straightforward.
Nah,
Yeah, we straightforward.
what we doing on my part of something?
No.
You're there.
Yeah.
Oh, you're there.
I ain't never been over there.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, you have. Don't do us like that. Episode 560, man. We're handing out regular season awards for the 2024-2025 NBA season.
FSP style.
Always FSP style.
You better damn know it.
And you better damn believe
Let's
it.
kick it off, Jeff. Best of the week. Talk to the people.
Cameraman.
Let's go, cameraman.
We gonna do it a week early. We're gonna do it a week early just simply because it's a 2-night spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
We are approaching WrestleMania. April 19th and 20th.
Where they at?
And this is the WrestleMania version, Coach Lock Vegas version
Woo.
of who gets the W. Let's get going. And for the World Heavyweight Championship, we have undisputed.
Pause. We're gonna pause that.
This is a good pause too. The Heavyweight Championship is. You gotta relax, bro. Jey Uso, the challenger, versus Gunther, the champion. Coach Lock.
Jey Uso.
Jey Uso, all right. Jay Ho.
What we doing? Jey Uso.
Yeah, Jey Uso, all right. So the title changes hands. Gunther, yes. All right, the co-main event, CM Punk versus Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns in a triple threat match. Jay Ho, who gets the W.
What we doing? CM Punk.
Coach Lock.
I guess I go with Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins, good pick. And the main event for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship, day 2. John Cena, the challenger, going for the record-breaking 17th world title reign, breaking Ric Flair's record, versus Cody Rhodes, the reigning defending champion. Coach Lock.
Cody Rhodes.
J-Ho.
What are we doing? Okay, so who is that?
John Cena.
John Cena.
And that is the WrestleMania edition of Who
No.
Gets.
Said no.
That is the WrestleMania edition of Who Gets the W.
That's right.
Oh boy.
Worst of the week. Talk to me. Oh, shit.
damn.
No, we gotta go. When I finish, y'all gonna laugh, boy, because what I was laughing at. My best of the week, man, Scott Hansen, man. NFL Red Zone host Scott Hansen will be the new in-game voice for EA Sports Madden NFL 2026. So that's the guy. We are here 10 hours of
Non-stop football.
Yeah, commercial-free football, whatever the case may be. So shout out to Scott Hansen. Big gig for him. What you got, Coach? Best of the week.
Best week for me, man, is us reaching 5,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Come on.
Shout out to you. We appreciate everybody that has subscribed, retweeted, reposted, shared. We appreciate you.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm.
Thank y'all.
Slow grind is the better grind, for sure. Yeah. Give me right back to you, man. Worst of the week, my brother.
Worst of the week, man. Come on, 12.
Come on, 12.
Come on, 12.
Come on, 12.
People that don't know, that's Ja Morant.
Yeah.
We gotta put the gun celebrations away, man. Yeah, he trying to turn one sideways so look is bad, man. They just warned you, 12. Come on, 12. Let it go, 12. Yeah, man. Come on, man. Gotta put him away, man.
Yeah, man. Put the gun down.
Gun down.
Put the gun down.
Put the gun down, son.
Put the gun down. Come on, Craig. Come on, Craig. Come on, Craig. Come on, Craig.
You win some, you lose some,
But you leave.
You live to fight another day.
That's right. That's right. My worst of the week is the Dubman. The $20 bill Harriet Tubman has been delayed until December 31st, 2030, due to a technical design requirement.
Yeah, right.
The Obama administration initially planned to replace Andrew Jackson with the legend Harriet Tubman. So shout out to the Dubman to be there 2030.
I'm sure somebody.
Be sure we gonna be having money.
I'm sure somebody accidentally made a mistake.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Close us out, Jeff.
Hey man, listen. The stock market.
Oh, it's crashing.
The stock market is the worst of the week.
Yeah.
It'd be crazy. The
Checking
ship
their
be
401ks
sinking.
Yeah.
is the worst of the week.
The ship be sinking.
The ship be sinking. We can only pray it turns around. So it always turns around. But right now, today, as of recording, whoo shoot, your investments are not invested right now.
No, they ain't.
Oh, no.
Make sure you check us out on the iTunes, the Facebook, the Instagram, and the Google Play, and the Spotify, the YouTube, and Amazon Music to catch up on the full archive of past episodes of FSP. Just simply search Full Sport Press Podcast. J-Ho.
Yes, sir.
And Coach Locke.
Yeah, boy.
You guys have a Yellow Box of Cheerios recipient for our listeners.
We do. This week's award recipient is none other than Ohio State point guard MEECHIE Johnson.
That's right. That's right. The transfer portal is on fire at the moment in college basketball, men and women's. And for the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of their most well-known players is headed elsewhere. His destination is now known too. 6-year guard MEECHIE Johnson Jr. has committed to South Carolina. Johnson appeared in 10 games this season for the Buckeyes. This will be his second stint as a Gamecock, guys. In 2020 through 2022, he played for Ohio State. In 2022 through 2024, he played at South Carolina. In 2024, last year, he went back to Ohio State. And now he is closing out his college career. You guessed it. Now back at South Carolina. Yes. He averaged 14 points with the Gamecocks last season, but his numbers dropped to 9 for 2024-2025. Mental health concerns were the reason he took a leave from the team this past season. Simply didn't work out. Now he's back at South Carolina. Here's the thing. And I understand maybe something's going on, but I assume that something brought you back to Ohio State where you played 2 years. Now you go back to South Carolina where you played 2 years. It's different.
Listen, the mental health card got thrown out, so we got to tread lightly.
Yeah.
You got to tread.
Yeah.
Lightly. However, we got to tread lightly when they throw
the mental health was this season.
I know. So
you're right.
You got to tread lightly. However, guys, and I know he's a young man. I'm not gonna call him a kid. He's a young man.
Young man.
He's making young man decisions.
He is.
Because you got to go where the money's going. I get it, brother. But man, that's weird.
I ain't never seen
That's weird. Come on.
2-2-2. You go 2, then you go 2.
1.
Then 1-1.
He making his own song call.
Hey man.
That's tough.
Hey man. Shout out to Meechie.
I mean, I hope on campus he like it.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Maybe Love found him back. Gamecock.
Good cafeteria. Good.
I ain't gonna lie.
Plan.
You can get back if they got on campus some real good food.
There you go. Back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Good food to keep you there.
I mean, we.
Well.
And Jeff, I'm gonna let you take this one to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna help.
Shout out to you.
Y'all got that.
Yeah, we got it.
I'm always here for the good food.
Yeah.
got that.
Always.
They keep you there. Yeah.
Keep you there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah, it will. You guys ready to get started the first half?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Full Sport Press.
This your boy FSP Weezy. Join us each and every Monday on all streaming platforms. And don't forget, everything is paid for.
The Revolution will be podcasted. First half, the hottest sports news of the past week, like we do each and every week here at the Full Sport Press Podcast. Before we get started, I am J Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
It's your man, Coach Lock.
Coach Lock. Where can they find you on social media, my guy?
And nothing has changed. It's Lock_the_great. That's THA. Get at me.
Yeah. And you can find me at JEasley84 across all social media platforms. And J Ho.
It's
Where can
J
they find
Ho.
you, sir?
My bad. It's J Ho on Instagram and Twitter. Let's talk on Twitter. Have a full conversation.
Full conversation?
Yeah, full conversation. Yeah. Somebody asked me with somebody gonna take a risk on getting Jalen Milroe. Shout out to E. Listen to the show. Jalen Milroe's gonna take a chance. Somebody's gonna take a chance on Jalen. I said, yeah.
Spoiler
He's the
alert.
biggest risk.
I know the team is going to do it. We'll go ahead. Pittsburgh Steelers.
See that?
Yeah.
I can see that. That makes sense.
Just for me.com right there.
Jay,
Love
do hurt.
Jeff,
get him going.
Jeff pulled the 8 Mile M&M right there.
Ooh, yeah.
Love hurts me.
Oh boy. He said you right. Oh man, let's get the first half off with some baseball talk. Baseball season is back, and it didn't take long for my New York Yankees to start crushing records and dominating the conversation pieces. The Bronx Bombers tied an MLB record as they hit 15 home runs in their opening 3-game series. This was all caused by the Torpedo bat, which was developed by MIT physicist Aaron Linney when he was an analyst in the Yankees organization. MLB bats require a fairly lax requirement with things. These torpedo bats remain legal as they follow MLB Rule 3.02, which states the bat shall be a smooth, round stick. Pause.
Hey,
Yo! Nah, listen, it's a lot of those in this topic.
Yeah. Not more than 2.6 inches in diameter, pre-pause. And not more than 42 inches in length.
Oh,
Pause. Definitely a pause. We'll kick things off with Jefferson.
yes, sir.
Should MLB ban the torpedo bat?
Nah, man. MLB, you gotta let this go. Stop taking out the cool. Taking out the cool. We want to see. I actually was watching the opening day and I saw that first Aaron Judge home run. I said, damn, when it hit like that, because it didn't look like a home run swing, but when it left the field, I left the park, I was like, oh, okay, they not playing. Torpedo bats, pitchers will find a way around this eventually. The league will course correct itself. Let this go. This is good for the sport right now.
What you got, Couch?
I agree, man. You gotta let it be, and just let the other teams get their torpedo backs too. It just so happened the Yankees were the first one.
That's right.
Had their torpedo backs. So of course, the first person to do something always is gonna get criticized.
That's right.
But let this be.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to see offense.
That's it.
I don't care what sport it is. You want to see offense. You want to see people score, and the torpedo backs is going to do that. And now with other teams start using them, you're going to see more runs being scored in baseball.
Yep.
So don't mess this up, MLB. Don't, like Jeff mentioned, don't take the fun out of it and the excitement out of it. Because when people watch, they want to see the long ball. They want to see the home run.
Chicks dig the long ball.
So, the torpedo backs is going to help with that.
Yep. From Moneyball to analytics, now to torpedo bats. MLB teams are desperate for an edge. Look every nook and cranny to get that edge to win games. And like you guys mentioned, offense has been at a stalemate in baseball. It's one of those things where they've been working to try to find ways to reduce strikeouts and increase offense the last couple of years. And this is the way we do it, man. Now, the only thing I worry about with this new technology, it could be an increase of strikeouts. And baseball don't want anything to happen with that, because if you have a quality as far as contact, it's hard to actually hit the ball as well if you can't actually see the ball. So they don't need any more strikeouts within this. So if you find a way to do this, continue to let people do it. Everybody can use it. And we'll see, but we're early with this, so we'll kind of see the end results.
My only, to kind of piggyback off what you said, my only concern is this becomes the MLB equivalent to the corner three in basketball. And it waters down the scoring in the game because everyone is starting to do it. Right? It's cool now because the Yankees are doing it, and it's cool to watch. Now, if pitching can't catch up in a half a season or a season, they got a problem, because you can't have baseball putting up 15 runs.
No.
Like, we can't go that far. We can't.
Yankees on fire.
Too much offense. Not to get sidetracked, but think about how the NBA viewership went down when scores was 145 to 139.
Yeah, just
like
nobody.
you can't just be turnstiles at every corner.
That's what they was talking about with Jokic. That's why Jokic got them MVPs, because he wasn't playing no defense.
You woof. Hey, bro, bro. You see Space Jam? You remember when the Martians jumped on Jordan
that genuine
and
take.
stretched out like that? That was wrong, bro. Brother, that was way down there.
That genuine take.
Cameraman, Genuine got 20. Yes. Thank you.
No, he don't. No, he don't. He went through it. He don't have 20.
I got 20.
No, he don't.
Moving right along.
Nigga said that you're lying.
I
One nigga said he need you.
I can
He
give
need to get back on you.
I can give you the 20.
You gave me the 20. Yeah,
I literally got 20 Genuine records. I got 20 Genuine records. Off the top of my dome.
No, you don't, man. Go, bro.
I'm not gonna do it on the show.
Go.
But I got 20 off the top of my head.
Genuine don't have 20 slaps. So you can go get. They're not, bro. You gave me 12.
I gave you 20.
12 and a possible.
All right. Moving right along. Keeping it moving to the NBA. Fresh off of firing Taylor Jenkins, head coach, the Memphis Grizzlies are now enthralled in the new version of the rumor mill. Fresh off his air pistols, fine old Ja Morant, 12 as we call him here affectionately in FSP.
I'm call him 12. I'm always call him 12.
We're going to call him 12. Hey, somebody call 12. Apparently, in the rumor mill, 12 is on the move this offseason. Coach Locke.
Yes, sir.
Fair or foul, true or false?
I'm going to say it's false. I don't think he'll go anywhere, because you don't really see teams fire the coach, especially the time when they did, and trade or get rid of their franchise player in the same year at the same time. He had expressed that he didn't like the style of the offense that Jenkins was running, and that's ultimately what I believe got Jenkins out of there. Not saying Ja was responsible for it, but when your franchise player is not happy, one or two things are going to happen. Either the franchise player is going to get traded, or the coach is going to get let go. You don't normally see both of them happen at the same time, especially when your team is being successful. It's not like he's not happy and they the 13th seed in the NBA. And Morant still has 3 years on his contract that he'll make $39 million next season. So I don't see him going anywhere.
The main thing with this, it wasn't, you follow a little bit of basketball, a little bit of NBA Twitter. He was unhappy in the Memphis Grizzlies, how they were using him. Dude, they put Ja Morant in the corner. They were putting Ja Morant in action, having him come off pin downs. He's not JJ Redick. You're not putting Ja Morant in a situation where he coming off pin downs like he damn Steph Curry. No, bro. You have to learn to use the people that are on your team. I understand you've been out a lot and you run different sets. And Scottie Pippen Jr., you can use him coming off pin downs. Yeah. But in turn, 12 is back. Yeah. Let 12 do 12, man.
So to kind of speak to that, what happened is with the firing of the coach, they hired 2 assistants this offseason. Tomas La Sola
Yeah.
is the new head coach. He's brought over from France. And apparently he's one of those people, one of those guys, coach, that people think is going to be one of those new head coach savants. He has great offensive schemes. He's the one that came up with that, bringing John Morant off the pin downs and the screens and everything like that, because he's trying to run innovative offensive schemes. So that is why I think with that is what's going to lead to John Morant maybe out of Memphis with that and building around Bane and Jaren Jackson.
25 though, dog.
Yeah.
Still young, still entering his prime. I think if they were going to do that, they would just kept Taylor Jenkins and then got rid of him, like Locke mentioned. So I don't know. By firing Jenkins, I think that they're putting all the chips in with first off, Jaren Jackson Jr. averaged 5 rebounds a game. He got to get that to 8, 9.
he tripped.
That's tripping.
Yeah.
You can't be 6'11", 5 rebounds.
That's the thing though. They didn't want other franchises to steal their coach. The guy from France.
Oh, okay,
They
dude.
promoted
Yeah.
him because he was getting looks from other obviously,
Okay.
schools, but other organizations.
Okay, I got you. All right, before we start with halftime, let's talk some NCAA college basketball on the women's side, though. Following a loss to TCU in the Sweet 16 on Saturday, Notre Dame star Olivia Miles said she was leaning towards declaring for the NBA draft, which is the WNBA draft, despite having another year of eligibility. Then on Monday night, Miles suddenly changed course. ESPN reported that the 22-year-old chose to forego the draft and enter the NCAA transfer portal. The 180-degree turn from a top prospect highlights the instability in women's basketball, particularly in the transition from college to the pros. Coach, this is a new norm for women's college basketball.
Yes, this is a new norm. It's a new norm in basketball, period. As of April 1st, there were 1,700 women in the transfer portal. And the portal is not closed. We're going to see more jump in the portal after this Final Four ends. It has reshaped college sports. With that being said, you don't often see players of Miles' rank hop in the portal, but I think we'll start to see more of this. It doesn't matter how much success a player in the season is having, they are subject to hop in the portal. We've seen this happen on the men's side, but it's starting to do the same thing on the women's side. Until the WNBA starts to pay their players more money, we're going to see more and more girls transfer, more high-profile women, I guess I say transfer in college, because they are getting more money in college that they're making in the WNBA. So even though this is becoming a new norm, once the WNBA gets this new collective bargaining agreement and they get more money, they start to pay the players a little more, you won't see as many of these girls doing that because people of her caliber who can go to the league and be the number 1 pick, they'll go ahead and go to the league. But until that happens, we're going to see more women transferring schools like this.
What you got, Joe?
I like how you put that, Coach, but I think we are ways off before these young ladies are making the equivalent in the WNBA to what they're making
Oh, yeah.
in
Decade.
Oh, yeah.
Decade.
Sure.
So
Oh, in the college game.
yeah, college games,
Yeah,
they're making
yeah.
more. Oh no. Heck, I'm not compared to the
Oh, okay.
No. But just your WNBA salary. Like if we look at someone like Juju, not to bring Juju up at all in the women's conversation, Juju is going to take a pay cut to play in the WNBA.
Mhm,
right?
absolutely.
For sure.
So even with
Go, man.
no,
ain't that much change in the
It
world.
won't change that. It won't change that fast. So, but that's why I was saying Olivia Miles looking at it and saying, I'm going to be a top 2, 3, 4 pick this year or next. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it do matter. She won't be a top 3 pick next year.
She's top 5, no matter what. This year or next, she's top 5.
Well, I'm gonna get there. Go ahead.
So what I'm saying is she's looking at it as from a standpoint of, and even if she isn't a top 3 pick next year, she's still going to make more money at whatever college she chooses because that money is more plentiful for women's athletes if she stays in college another year. So if we're seeing 6th and 7th and 8th year seniors and on the men's side, get ready. We're about to start seeing that on the women's side too.
Yeah, I think she bet on herself. Hannah Hidalgo is the Fighting Irish's best player. So by transferring, I think Olivia Miles did herself a favor to raise her profile as another program's top star, very similar to what Haley Van Lith did by leaving LSU to go to TCU. And on top of that, she had a bad second half of the season. Percentages went down half as far as points per game as well. So she got a lot to work on. She's coming off an ACL injury. It's been a long year for her, and I think it's one of those things where she's looking to work on things that she really needed to work on at a high level. But like you were mentioning, she bet on herself, but there's no way she's going top 2 in 2026 because you got Flau'jae, you got Lauren Betts, you got AZ Fudd,
Chew.
and then on top of that, the elephant in the room, if Juju Watkins is there, it's over. Like
Yeah,
Juju, I'm telling you, she won't be a top 5 player next year if Juju Watkins is there. Because we ain't even talking about some of the kids like the kid that could
Shit, Lauren
Madison
Betts can come out then, can't she?
Yeah, I say Lauren
Oh,
Betts, yeah,
okay.
but Madison Booker can come out. Two of the girls.
I don't think a lot of those. Only person to me, this is me. The only person I think that will even think about leaving early is Juju.
But most of those girls are
I know.
seniors, is what I'm
Correct.
saying.
I'm just
Yeah,
now we were getting to the level of women who could come
Mhm.
out early if they wanted to.
that's right.
I don't think there is a woman that will look at that and say, as attractive as the WNBA is, just to say you are a professional and get away from a college campus, the money just doesn't make sense.
The money, yeah, that's the thing too. So she bet on herself. But if Ju is in that, which I've been trying to tell you guys, she'll never play in USC again. It's one of those things where, yeah, but just mainly due to the fact that I just don't think she'll be ready to play. And there's no reason to play half a season if you Juju Watkins. You need to play the full year. So, yeah, man. But Olivia Miles, though, I think it's a good decision because we saw Haley Van Lith. If she'd went out in the draft with was my Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, she would have been in the 10s. I think she's a top 10 player in this year's draft. Haley Van Lith.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how you raise your stock going to a place being the number 1 person. That's it.
And there's one more team this year, right? And then 2 more next year.
Well, it's one more team this year and then one more
this
next
year,
year.
2 next. So yeah.
Yeah. Here we go. All right, you guys ready to get started with halftime?
Let's do it.
Let's get it.
Cracking now.
J-Ho. Check us out each and every Monday. The Revolution will be podcasted. Revolution will be podcasted.
Halftime. It is the full sport press. I had 20.
No, you didn't.
Y'all cut me off at 6. And I hadn't even got rolling yet. Anywho, it is the full sport press or the FSP NBA top 7 power rankings. Again, this is a week-to-week fluid list. Let's get started at number 7. Winners of 3 of the last 4. Tough loss against OKC in that 3 or 4. The Indiana Pacers flying below the radar for their playoff push. I would not want to play them in the first round of any 7-game series, but that's just me. And they will beat the Knicks in the 7-game series. And number 6, pardon me, fighting for their play-in lives, try to move up the rankings, the Orlando Magic. J-Ho, we have high hope for these Orlando Magic this year.
Yeah, they'll be all right.
Injuries kind of derailed a promising young core and a young season. The Magic are winning 3 or 4, rounded into shape, making their play-in playoff push at number 5, the Los Angeles Clippers. Winners of 4 of their last 5 since last recording. Kawhi's been out for a couple of games. More on the Clippers a little bit later on, but they are another scary team in the West. The West is a gauntlet, by the way. Speaking of the West, winners of 4 straight. Spoiled my guy Jokic, 61-point triple-double. The Minnesota Timberwolves, man, had a slow start to this season, but as the season has played on, Anthony Edwards and company, yes, sir, that is rain, have rounded into shape, and they are also making a push towards their playoff run and a championship this year for them. Shout out to the Minnesota Timberwolves. At number 3, say what you want, probably put out the best trade of the trade at the trade deadline, the Golden State Warriors. As of recording, winners of 4 straight. They got a big weekend ahead, though, J-Ho. They got games against not my Nuggets, but the Denver Nuggets and the Houston Rockets.
Yeah.
Big weekend for them. And at number 2, the Boston Celtics. Winners of 9 of their last 10. Tatum can sit. It doesn't matter. They have the 6th man of the year. They have Jaylen Brown. They are rolling in a scary, scary team in the West. Look to run roughshod over the East, pardon me. And then number 1, best record in the league, best team in the league, best everything in the league, probably coach of the year if you want to give it to him, the Oklahoma City Thunder. 11 straight as of recording. Big game this weekend, though, against the number 2 seed in the West, the Houston Rockets. We'll see what the Houston Rockets look like here at prime time against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And that is the FSP, Full Sport Press, NBA Top 7 Power Ranking.
That's right. Yeah.
And next week, going to a playoff.
Yeah.
This is the last full week. Yeah.
All right.
You guys ready for the second half?
Let's get it.
Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play, Spotify, Beyond Pod, YouTube, Amazon Music, and Amazon Music. Hey, if you got Amazon Prime,
Hell yes, there too.
make sure you do all that, all right? And when these ads start showing, ads are free if you got Amazon Prime or Amazon Music. Make sure you pick that out. All right, to catch up on the full archive of past episodes of FSP, just simply search Full Sports Press Podcast.
Second half, the 2025 NBA regular season award show. I am Jay Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
It's your man, Coach Locke.
Cameraman in a season dominated by a few players and teams. This year's NBA award highlights athletes around the league and their significant impacts on the court. With the 2024-2025 NBA regular season approaching its end, it's time to look at the players in line to win the league's end of the season awards. We will compare our mid-season predictions to our postseason predictions. Some of these awards nearly been set in stone since the All-Star break or earlier. Other key awards are still up in the air. First things first, it is the most overrated team in the NBA. Jeff,
Yes,
give
sir.
us our mid-season picks.
Shout out to Weezy, he's on assignment. He had the Minnesota Timberwolves. Myself, I had the Phoenix Suns. Woohoo! And J Hove and Coach Locke had the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Coach, give me your postseason pick and why.
The Suns.
Damn.
They have too much talent to be in 11th place.
No, they don't, Coach. Think about it.
You got two top 15 players.
Bro,
You
Yeah.
You got three. No, what you have is three max players.
but
You got three
but 11th?
Bro, you gotta realize Brad Beal ain't played. You gotta realize too, on top of that, they don't have a center and they don't have a point guard. They don't
That's
have a center.
They don't play their center.
They don't have a
They
center.
don't play Bobo.
Bobo can't play center.
so
He's
okay.
a three.
So
play small ball.
but this is the thing though. When you made the deal, you knew you wasn't gonna have all that.
That's the problem. That's why I don't think they overrated, because that's a dumbass decision to bring Brad Beal to play the two when you don't even have a person to play point guard.
I mean, this stupid.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, even with the no center, I get all that. 11th?
11th is crazy.
That's crazy.
11th is crazy.
I'm not saying they should be like top 4,
11th is
but
crazy.
y'all should be battling for
15.
play in the
Yeah, they
game.
15.
That's all I'm
Season's
saying.
over with.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over with
Take it.
for them.
Yeah,
Yeah, pack them up.
Yeah, what you got, Jeff?
Do you think they look the same next year? Or that team?
That whole team gonna
Whole
step
team
a
gone.
book. Yeah.
Except think Book says.
Yeah, book stays.
You think how they gonna get rid of Bad Bill to no trade calls?
Well, he gonna go to a place where you want to go. That's gonna let him go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's getting him off the book.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we'll talk about that later. I think everybody gone.
Pause.
All right. All right. My postseason pick. My postseason pick is the New York Knicks.
Nah.
Yes.
Hell no.
Yes. Their record against top teams in the NBA.
Recently.
No, this season.
Yeah, it's
This
bad.
season. It's
bad.
pretty bad.
You gotta realize too, it's been injuries on that team.
Yeah.
It's only been injury for the past 15 games.
No, it's injuries at the
Dave-
beginning of the season.
Who? Brock? I mean,
Josh Hart.
Josh Hart.
It's a
You
lot.
still got Cat. You still got Jalen Brunson. You still had your man
Bridges.
Like that team should be
They
competitive.
competing.
They do compete.
But you're saying
They
that
should be
against
competitive against
big
top
yeah,
tier
I get you.
teams.
I can dig
And they're supposed to be a top tier team.
That's yeah, for sure. I can dig that. My most overrated team is the Minnesota Timberwolves. You were looking at this team to take a major leap forward last season. They reached the Western Conference Finals, I think, after having, I would say, one of the best runs in the postseason as far as the team last year. And the only difference from that team is a person I've been saying is a key to this team, and they're missing it because they replaced him with Julius Randle. It's Karl Anthony Towns. That's the only difference. You were expecting to maintain that pace, at least competing for a spot as one of the best teams in the West. And I think they're fifth, maybe sixth best team in the West right now. And with Anthony Edwards, everything that's going on around him, I think he has to figure out a way to make sure that he's locked in. Not to say that, his outside distractions aren't, suffice to make him lock in, but I'm just saying
They are.
that the team looks slow. The team don't defend, and that was their calling card. Karl Anthony Towns is the only person that's different. Can Julius Randle make that much of a difference on the team to look that bad? I think so, man. So yeah, my most disappointing team or most overrated team is the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I think you're gonna regret that one.
I don't think so.
What would they have to do
Yeah,
for you to regret it?
Yeah,
So you're saying that
they're overrated.
They're overrated.
hmm
I think they still win a playoff series.
If they get Denver on the 3-6, Denver's gonna beat the hell out of them.
Denver ain't beat them in 6 games.
Denver,
Gimmer is 0-7 again, 0-6 again.
And the difference was Karl Anthony Towns,
No.
Julius Randle.
They
You talking about now?
They didn't beat them this year.
No,
they
that's right.
lost 2 games straight. They lost 6 and 7 to them in the Denver.
I'm with
Go
you.
ahead. They lost 6 and 7 to them in the playoffs. They lost 5, lost to 4 this year. So they're 0-6 against them.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. And I get what you're saying.
They match up well against
It's a match well. Listen.
And Jamal Murray ain't playing. And
Yeah.
God, Michael Porter Jr. got to do so much just to play.
Yeah. I think it's just a lot dependent on if Ant's playing a good game, which is how they are.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, that's.
But yeah, man. I mean, I just don't. I think they're overrated, but I might could be wrong. I could be wrong about this. Moving on to the most underrated team in the NBA. Coach, give us our midseason picks.
Weezy had the Milwaukee Bucks. Jeff had the Sacramento Kings, as well as myself, and Jay had the Detroit Pistons.
Jeff, give us our postseason pick.
I'm going with the Los Angeles Clippers. Flying below the radar.
They are.
Flying below the radar. No expectations on them.
Yeah.
And James Harden looks
Uno.
like James Harden.
Yeah, Uno look like Uno.
Norman Powell should have. We talk about it in nauseam. Should have been an
Right.
All-Star. Playing like somebody that should have been an All-Star. And low key, Zubac
Zubac is hooping.
Yeah, he is.
I know.
Yeah, he is.
How about that?
Yes, he is.
He is balling. That's
He is.
I like that.
Yes, he
But
is.
you got Couch.
I'm going with the Indiana Pacers. Nobody's talking about
Ball
this team, even though they are quietly in 4th place in the East. Because when everybody talk about the East, it's the Cavs,
Yep.
and you have the
Celtics.
Celtics and the Knicks.
Yep.
Nobody's really talking about the Pacers, and they are a team that is built the right way.
They loaded.
It's what I'm saying. Halliburton is being Halliburton. So this is a team that could very well sneak up, and you look up, they be in the Eastern Conference Finals.
I like that. I like that. My pick is the Detroit Pistons. Still, this is the modern day NBA style of basketball where teams float around the perimeter. It's an old school, nasty, hard nosed 2000 basketball team. Tough, aggressive, willing to fight anyone. Clearly, as we saw a couple of times.
DiVincenzo, though.
Yeah.
DiVincenzo.
Hey, White Dante, I've been
The
trying to
White
tell
Dante.
y'all, but Dante DiVincenzo is from Delaware, dude. Listen,
We got
it's
it.
different
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Delaware, dog.
Shout out to
And he's
He
Dante.
He wasn't going.
He was not
He
going.
wasn't going.
He ain't never been going.
Nah.
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. White Dante is White Dante.
Yeah, he earned
His
that
mama
name.
did not name him Zach.
Nah, he named him Dante.
Dante.
Yeah.
That's Dante's peak.
Dontavious.
Dontavius. That's Dontavius DiVincenzo. That's all I like that, coach. But this is the thing. The Pistons aren't getting any calls. If you look at the way they're being officiated the entire season,
Oof.
that is it's one-sided, and I don't think they respect them as a whole. So they get
People up.
that on top of that too, they got Isaiah Stewart, who something is wrong with home.
Like he ain't even like he
Nah.
first with Draymond.
Yeah,
Green.
he the goat.
Nah,
He
nah,
gone.
something wrong with
Yeah.
Zay, man. Yeah.
Like he there
Nah.
just to like he like, you know who he needed.
Yeah.
He needed what's my man name? The coach from Temple.
John
John
Chain.
Chain.
John Chain.
John Chain.
He's the
respectful.
cool when John Chain was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they continue to improve. They'll start to get respected like every other top tier team in the league. But right now, they don't get any calls, and they be mad. And that's why Isaiah Stewart
Supposed to be mad.
acts the way he acts.
Yeah.
Something's wrong with home. So. Now,
They
something
showed
wrong with
the
Buddy, man.
highlights. It was no
It's
scores.
all fight.
Boys, all fight.
Oh, that's it.
All skirmishes.
Yeah.
Told Miles Turner, you play with Legos, you weak as hell. I was like, damn.
Like, bro, what we
Like
doing?
pointing at it, man. Like, what's wrong with Holmes? That's crazy. Next award is the Defensive Player of the Year last year. Rudy Gobert won. Jeff, give us our midseason pick.
Myself and young Weezy had Tricky Vicky, Victor Wembanyama from the San Antonio Spurs. Jay had Dyson Daniels, and Coach Locke had Isaiah Hardenstein from the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Coach, give us our picks now. What you got?
I'm gonna go with Evan Mobley with the Cavs, man.
Okay.
They still number 1 in the East. Mobley's the guy that's protecting the paint, averaging 9 rebounds, 2 blocks, and 1 steal. It's gonna be hard to go against him for this award with them having the record they have and being the 1 in the East like he's doing.
Jeff.
Man, I'm going with Draymond Green, old dick kick himself.
Now, wait a minute. You going with Draymond Green?
Wembanyama's not playing, brother.
Yeah.
That was his award.
Hey, that's his,
Yeah,
It was his
award.
award.
It was his award.
It's
Yeah.
over with. So
Yeah,
Draymond-
This ain't on allthestars.com right there. Is it? Okay.
am I mailing it in, brother?
Yeah, ain't it?
It's got to add.
Yeah, no.
Check in.
Yeah, no.
Nah, but
Check
Draymond
them.
Green,
Mm.
the floor general.
Yeah.
Where that team is rolling.
The team
And
wrong.
he's the catalyst on the defense,
That's right.
putting everybody in the right position. Hey yo, good shot.
Oof. Yeah. At 35, I'm going Dre. It's Victor Wembanyama's but they can't give it to him because he wasn't playing enough games. So I'm going with Draymond Green, still one of the best defenders in the entire NBA. This year, he's been that defining piece on that Golden State Warriors top 10 defensive rating. Now, granted, if you don't get Jimmy Butler and everybody's on there and they're 24 since Jimmy Butler got there, it's one of those things. In order to secure that trophy, you have to play in 5 of the Dubs' next 8 games to meet that 65-game minimum. But I think he affects that team so much on defense. You add that along with Jimmy Butler. It is a second half of the season award. Draymond Green has been the best defensive player in the second half. Dyson Daniels won't get it because they don't have enough wins.
Yeah.
So I'm rolling with Draymond Green. But
he's locked down.
Slide.
Dyson
Cha-cha slide. Yes, sir. Next up is the Rookie of the Year award. Last year's winner was Victor Wembanyama. Coach, give us our midseason picks.
Weezy and Jay had Stephon Castle. Jeff had Jaden Wells from the Grizzlies, and I had Alex Sarr from the Wizards.
Ain't bad, Coach.
Ain't bad.
Yeah. What you got, Jeff? Give us
This
our
is-
postseason pick.
This is probably the biggest toss-up on the list. You can go for at least 5 different players.
That's right.
I'm going to go Stephon Castle, though, from the
Mhm.
Spurs. This is the reason why Jay and Weezy had him in the midseason. The kid's been consistent all year. Steady, consistent all year.
Steady, Eddie.
Yeah, not really many ebbs and flows in here, so I think it's his to win.
Yeah. Coach.
I could definitely see him winning it, but I went with Zachary Richard.
Yeah, Rashad Shea.
From the Hawks.
Mm-hmm.
He's won Rookie of the Month the last 2 months. Like we mentioned, it's a second half kind of what have you done for me lately thing.
Right.
He's averaging 12 points for the Hawks, who are currently in 8th at the time of recording. So, you know, they may do play in. They may have a chance to move up a little bit,
They
but
could get to 6.
it's possible.
If they get to 6, they beating the hell out of the Knicks.
They be not beating the Knicks.
They beating the Knicks in 5.
Mm.
Trey going to the Garden and beating the hell out of
Yeah,
them.
I ain't gonna do that. They ain't,
Yeah, they're
let, me,
right.
let me tell,
Damn.
let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you the reason that they ain't
We
gonna do
get
that.
the Knicks in the first round.
If y'all had Jalen Johnson, y'all would.
Man,
They don't have
Trey.
enough scoring.
We got the man in
Y'all
the
don't have
guard.
enough scoring.
We
You depending on Zachary Richard?
I'm depending on Trey Young.
Nah, man, he can't do that. Nah.
Trey Young is the second.
Yeah, I hear
he's
you.
the second coming to Reggie Miller in the guard.
I hear you.
If we get the Knicks in the first round, it's over with.
Yeah.
Write it up.
I'm rolling with my midseason pick with Stephon Castle, just leading the league as far as a rookie the entire season. And I think this group, like we mentioned, it could be 4 or 5 players. He's been a mainstay for San Antonio this season, and only see his actual role increase as the days go on and the injuries pile up. But he leads our rookies in total points, steals, and top 3 in assists. So I'm going with Stephon Castle. Next up, we have most improved player last year. Tyrese Maxey won. Jeff, give us our midseason picks.
Weezy had Ben Mathurin from the Pacers. Myself, I had Norman Powell from the Clippers. Jay had Cade Cunningham from the Pistons. And Coach Locke had Jalen Williams. These are 4 good picks.
Yeah, it's really good picks.
Yeah.
Coach, give us our postseason pick.
I got to go with Cade, man.
Yeah,
They
motorcade.
Fifth in the East. Nobody saw that coming this soon. We always knew they were going to eventually get there, special motorcade leading them, but they've sprouted up out of nowhere. So I had to go with Cade Cunningham.
Jeff.
I'm going to stick with this is the Norman Powell Consolation Award for him not getting his All-Star pick. Give him most improved player. Cade Cunningham's a great pick, Coach, but Norman Powell, man, out of nowhere. Not out of nowhere. If you watch the Clippers the last couple of years, you did see glimpses of this, and there's a reason why they didn't want to pay Paul George. But the season he's having right now, yeah.
He just needs the opportunity. That's it. I'm rolling with Motorcade, though, playing the best basketball of his career, leading the Pistons to the playoffs for the first time in 6 seasons. You look it up, every statistical number has increased, all career highs, and he's also played in more total games from last season, which is 3 times more as wins because he has to play.
Yeah, he got
But without them having him out there playing at a high level, they're not where they're at in the East. Name him All-Star for the first time, top 10 in points and assists. He's a guy.
They got some adults around him, too, now.
Yeah, they added, yeah, and they got my boy Malik Beasley
Tobias.
and Tobias.
Yeah,
Tobias.
3
Solid.
adults.
3 adults.
Mhm.
3 real adults, that's for sure. And that's what they need. No, they don't need one more.
Get book.
Eventually.
Going to get book.
Eventually, they going to
And
get, not this
all-
offseason.
Yes, it's offseason.
No,
That team is done, bro. That team is done.
no, KD's done.
KD's
KD going to go to San Antonio.
going to Houston.
Oh, my God.
He ain't going to or Minnesota.
KD going to Houston.
Nah, it's too much in Houston.
They gonna-
Kevin Durant can't go to Houston. You understand what I'm saying? It's
Houston-
too much there.
Houston can give up the best package to get him.
You know who they say KD date? We'll talk about it. That later.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's the room. That's the room.
Mm-mm.
That is the room. Woo. Where we at? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Sixth man of the year. Did we go through our mid-season picks?
Not
No.
yet.
Yeah.
No, we did
Go-
not.
It's on you, Coach.
Yes, Weezy and Jeff both had Russell Westbrook from the Denver Nuggets. Jay had my boy Buddy Hield from the Warriors. And I had Josh Hart from the New York Knicks.
Mm-hmm. Jeff, postseason pick.
I want to go with Russ, but it's not going to be him.
No.
It's going to be Peyton Pritchard from the Boston Celtics.
Smoke season. What's up with your man's missing the layups like that?
That was tough.
Ooh, that was bad.
Tough. That's hard to watch.
But the thing is, someone put this best on Twitter. If Russ rushed that shot and lost that game, that foul and that missed layup lost that
For
game.
sure.
They would not have gotten there without him playing out of minutes, just like
That's right.
Jokic did.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because they were
He was tired.
Minnesota had that game won.
We did.
Well, Russ blew that layup. He can't.
Yeah.
And also, to be fair, he should not even taken the layup.
You should.
You can run that clock out.
Right.
You
Yeah.
could have run that clock out.
I mean, I get why he took it. Was a wide open layup,
Yeah.
though. I get why he take, but you gotta come on.
You want to talk about Peyton Pritchard though?
Hey man, listen, we talk about Boston as a whole team
Yeah.
being a 1 through 8,
Mm-hmm.
and this guy he's playing starter minutes off the bench, lights out from 3, defender, Peyton Pritchard sliding, and he's such a Boston Celtic.
Mm-hmm.
Coach.
I went with my boy Peyton Pritchard too, man.
Yeah.
He's been delivering all year. He's the first Boston backup to score 20-plus points in 4 straight games since your boy Isaiah Thomas did it in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
He's averaging 14 and 4 rebounds and 3 assists. I told you the boy's gonna stick.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
had that conversation.
Yeah,
He's
that-
like, he ain't gonna sit now.
Yeah, now
Tell
he
you.
in a good spot. He in a good spot. Yeah, because that's my pick as well. 3-point percentage, top 20 in the league, 5th overall, 3-pointers made, only playing 28 minutes a night, knockdown shooter. He demanded a trade after his first 2 years. They wouldn't trade him, and it was the best thing that happened to Peyton Pritchard. Just signed with Converse too, so shout out to him. Coach of the year, last year's winner was Mark Daigneault. He won mid-season picks, Jeff.
Weezy had JJ Redick for the Los Angeles Lakers. Myself and Coach Locke had Ime Udoka, and J Hove had Kenny Atkinson from the Cleveland Cavs.
Mm-hmm. Coach, postseason pick.
I'm gonna go with JB Bickerstaff from the Pistons.
Good pick.
5th in the East. Nobody saw it coming. Only thing that could hurt him is they don't like how he's been so outspoken about how the Pistons are getting refereed,
yeah.
like you spoke about earlier. That could possibly hurt him. But based on just on the court things, nobody saw the Pistons coming in 5th in the East.
Mm.
So I went with JB Bickerstaff from the Detroit Pistons.
Jeff.
JB Bickerstaff is a great pick, but just because if Houston keeps the number 2 seed, I think you can't overlook Ime Udoka taking that team from fighting for a play-in spot
true.
last year without being in the playoffs to being a number 2 seed in the
Mhm.
gauntlet that is the Western
Mhm.
Yeah.
So over the last 14 seasons since 2010, the coach of the year has had an overall playoff seed of 1.7. 9 of the winners have claimed the number 1 seed. So in turn, you either got to be a 1 or a 2 is one of those situations. That's why I'm going to roll with old Kenny Atkinson because he has improved that team. And not to say that the team was bad last year, but when they got DeAndre Hunter and when they figured out a way to use Donovan Mitchell and also unlock Ty Jerome.
Ty Jerome.
Ty Jerome be shooting that bitch like he Michael goddamn.
Mark Price.
Like it's like Mike Miller out there. Yeah, man. So it's crazy to see him playing at a high level. But this award really rewards excellence. Atkinson has the edge as far as the Cavs staying in the top in the East. So I'm gonna go with Kenny Atkinson. And the last award of the night is the most valuable player last year. Nikola Jokic won. Coach, give us our midseason picks.
I had SGA from the Thunder as well as Weezy and Jay.
Yeah.
And old Jeff had Big Yo Dog.
Yo,
The
dog.
Denver Nuggets.
Yo, dog.
Yeah, Coach. Jeff, my bad. You want to?
Nah, Kendrick Perkins makes it weird as always.
Yeah.
Him and old Marquise Morris as well.
Uh,
They make it weird, but nah, it's SGA, man. Number 1 team, 60 wins, best player on the best team. He gets it. Are you asking me that? Yes. Yeah.
And the question was, is it because he's the number 1 player on the number 1 team?
Yes, that's why.
What you got, Cal?
I'm sticking with SGA, man. Thunder have a chance to win the most games in franchise history, which they probably will. They are only 2 away, I believe, 3 away, I believe it is, with 10 to 12 games left. I don't see how they won't give him this award. Last year he was up for it, and Big Yoke Dog got it. So I think this is going to be the year that he finally gets that MVP.
SGA has been putting up MVP numbers for the last 34 months, man. He's been playing at a high level, leads the league in scoring, guided the Thunder to the first seed in the West. Also, the main thing is that he actually tries to play defense. I'm just saying he just tries. And his team is top 5 in defense and top 5 in offense. So if you look at that, the MVP voting for the last couple of years, he was second last year and fifth 2 years ago. I think he would be the first Canadian since Steve Nash to win MVP. So, yeah, man. Shout out to
I
SGA.
want to clear up something I said. That sounded like hate when I said, yeah, best team, best. He deserves this.
He deserved it. Yeah.
He's one of the few, like, he's one of the few people that you love to watch play basketball.
Yeah.
Like, he's
He be
special.
does he is
Yes,
he
he's
free
a
throw
power.
hunt?
Yes,
He's
he's
free throw
James
merchant.
He's James
Yeah.
Harden.
Free throw merchant. But on top of that, like dead serious, when you look at these guys, that's what made me respect Russ when he was playing it. Because he was playing, you know how hard it is, bro, to play offense and defense every night?
Yeah, it's tough.
That's the testament of why I don't really respect what James Harden did, because he was just saving it off offense, which he had to. And I think it's doing the same thing with Nikola Jokic. And, you know, it's just one of those things with SGA. He's actually playing defense. Not to say that he don't be getting cooked, but he plays defense. Like, Jokic just be mulling along. Let's move on to the rapid fire team part of the show. If we're here to
gave the man props today.
no, I'm just saying, and that was the reason why I gave him MVP. Going through the conference winners from each division, starting with the Eastern Conference, Coach. Atlantic Division, who do we pick?
Weezy, Jeff, J-Ho, and Locke clean sweep it for the Celtics.
Sticking with you, Coach. Postseason win. Who you?
Celtics.
The Celtics are gonna
Yeah,
win.
they're gonna win. They've been in before, man. They just weathered the storm. They know what to expect now. They've been there, done that. They steadied until it's playoff time.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the Celtics.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
They're up by like 11.
Yeah, they got this in
12.
the
They
bag.
got that one in the bag on autopilot.
Yeah.
Moving, huh?
Yeah, they clinched. They clinched.
Yeah, they
playoffs
clinched.
and everything.
Well, clinching the playoffs, I mean, you clinch the division. A lot of the time.
Right.
Yeah, you can definitely say with this team, though, they definitely clinch. Yeah, most of these, it's only one or two that can still go.
Mhm.
Moving on to the Central Division, last year the Bucks won. Jeff, who do we have for our midseason picks?
Young Weezy had the Bucks. Myself, J. Hove, and Coach Locke had the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And the postseason winner is the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah.
DeAndre Hunter, man, is the key to this
That's a good
team.
pick.
Mhm.
That was huge, man. They needed a wing defender because those
the
two
worst
guys
way.
can't defend. Once they got him, I think they became real contenders
Mm-hmm.
in the East, and I think it'll stick that way. The only thing I'm worried about, who's a bad matchup for the Cavs?
In the East,
In the East, Boston.
maybe.
Boston.
That's the East.
That's
Conference.
yeah.
They don't, we don't have to worry about them. You don't have to give them a run, but I don't know if they're a bad matchup.
Yeah.
Boston might be a bad. Like you don't. It's like the style, the way Boston plays.
Yeah.
might get them trouble.
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah.
Drew Holiday.
In a 7-game series,
Yeah.
in one game on a Tuesday night,
Derek
Cleveland
White.
Ooh.
You got Derek. This is the thing with that team. If you got Derek White and Drew Holiday guarding your two wing,
Mhm.
bro, it's gonna be a long night. And then you can realize Jalen
Got
Brown,
Jalen
plays
Brown
good
in
defense.
guard, right? Yeah.
Boston plays.
That's
Boston wants to. They play great team.
Bro, that's a
Yeah.
great
Yeah.
team, man.
Yeah.
This is the one with a little something to it. It's the Southeast Division. Last year, the Magic won. Coach, give us our midseason picks.
Weezy and myself had the Magic. Jeff and Jay had the Hawks.
Yeah, so the postseason winner hasn't been established yet, but the Magic have the tiebreaker in the Southeast. Who do you guys think is going to win, Jeff? Oh, shit. Yeah. Nah.
boy-
You got to roll with your man.
My boy,
Yeah,
he ready
yeah.
for the play.
I ain't-
You know,
I
he gonna
ain't-
put on the show to
yeah.
play in.
Coach, who do you got?
I gotta go
Hawks.
with the Hawks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Hawks. Yeah, I think the Hawks are gonna pull it off. Yeah, I do.
I think with this team getting everybody back, Franz Wagner,
Bronze.
my guy, P5 is playing at a high level. If they can figure out KCP, unlock him again, get him rolling,
He need to go back to Denver.
because the difference is Jalen Johnson isn't there with the Hawks. I don't think people realize how good of a player and a big of a role that he played for the Hawks. So I got the Magic winning just on the strength of that.
KCP just wasting away.
Just wasting away. Yeah. The main reason also, they lost Jalen Suggs.
Yeah.
You want to talk about sliding?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's Dyson Daniels type defense
Yeah.
for sure. Moving on to the Northwest Division, the Northwest winner, I said the Northwest Division. Moving on to the Western Conference,
Mhm.
kicking things off with the Northwest Division. Last year, the Thunder won. Jeff, give us our midseason picks.
We all had the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And the postseason winner is the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah, dog.
Yes, we can move right on
Yeah,
to the
it's
next
regular,
one.
right, yeah.
Yeah, that's what that is. Moving on to the Pacific Division. Last year, the Clippers won. Coach, give us our midseason picks.
Weezy had the Kings. Jeff had the Clippers. J-Hope had the Warriors.
Wow.
And I had the Lakers.
What
Wow.
division?
That's a good division.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as we record this podcast, the Lakers are up by a game, I think. So I think the Warriors will eventually get this division just on the strength of now they got some shit coming up though.
Yeah.
They do got some
They
shit.
got the hardest
Yeah.
remaining schedule.
They had the hardest, after the All-Star break.
Yeah.
So it might be the Lakers. I don't know what you got, Jeff. Who you think gonna win?
Clippers.
Oh shit.
They're only 2 games back.
Yeah, I know.
They're only 2 games back. Lakers. Luka has lost his shot some kind of way.
He'll find it.
He's got to
Yeah.
find it
Yeah.
for them to be competitive because it's going to be
I'm gonna tell you nobody
early
wants to
night
play.
for them.
I'm gonna tell you nobody wants to play. The Golden State.
Oh,
Warriors.
hell no. Nobody wants to play
Now ain't nobody trying to play them. Nobody.
that.
Who you get?
Why would you
winning
want
the
to?
coach?
I'm sticking with the Lakers, man.
Yeah.
Luka, he'll be all right. You know, he had
Yeah.
missed a couple games. He ain't making no shots. He'll be fine. So I'm going to stick with the Lakers.
I think so too. With the strength of schedule, I think I'm gonna roll with the Lakers as well. Moving on to the Southwest Division. Last year the Mavericks won. Coach, give us our midseason picks.
Is it a clean sweep on this one, too? The Rockets.
Yeah. Yeah. And the postseason winner is the Rockets.
Yeah.
Poor Gary is just falling apart, man. I think the Rockets need one more adult. Because they get one more adult past the evil twin. I think the evil twin and Kevin Durant, they are getting away from each other, though. And they got Jabari Smith. So I think he stunts the growth of Jabari Smith.
That's part of the package to get.
So you get Jabari Smith, pack him, send him to Phoenix.
Durant.
No,
Oh,
no,
nah.
that ain't
No, I'm saying.
Oh,
God
okay.
saying-
Boy.
God saying, oh, everybody calm down. You're not trading single.
Yeah.
So they
Okay.
crazy to do that.
So you get rid of Jabari, you get rid of my
Evil twin.
Tari. No, you can't get rid of Evil Twin.
You got.
You can't get rid of Evil Twin. No. Hey, y'all. Evil Twin?
He's gonna be.
No. Evil Twin,
Gonna be one of them ones.
he has superstar written
Yeah,
over
he's gonna be
him.
one of them ones.
No.
Nah, he's gonna be one of them ones. I'm not down it. I'm not down it. But I'm saying if you can cash in for Kevin the last
No.
2 years,
That's what I'm saying. It ain't enough. You trade Evil Twin for Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, it got to be another young
Devin
star.
Booker.
It got to be another young
I
boy.
hear you. But if you can cash in on Kevin Durant the last 2 years of that and maximize his championship window, you might do that. You might do that.
Evil Twin, y'all. He
He
different.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he different. But if you put Sangoon at the 5, KD at the 4, still got what's my guy name?
Fred VanVleet.
Still got still got Fred VanVleet. Dylan Brooks is going to Phoenix in that trade.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gonna be all right.
And they still got Tari Eason and they still got Cam Whitmore. They got wings for that.
Still got
Oh,
Reed
yeah.
Shepard.
Yeah.
You
still
ain't,
got
even,
Reed.
you ain't even tried to unlock Reed Shepard.
Yeah. I think they get rid of Freddie Van Vliet and start Reed Shepard next year, but that's a whole nother conversation. Let's get on to the Eastern Conference Finals. Last year, the Celtics went against the Pacers. Coach, give me your midseason pick.
Mine or you want everybody?
Everybody's my bad.
Weezy had the Bucks and the Cavs. Jeff had the Celtics and the Bucks. Jay had the Celtics and the Knicks. And I also had the Celtics and the Knicks.
Jeff, what you gonna do?
I got Celtics and Cleveland.
Mhm.
Celtics and Cleveland.
I like it.
Yeah, that's it.
What you got, Coach?
I have Celtics and Cavs myself.
Ooh. I got Celtics versus Knicks.
Mm.
I got Celtics versus Knicks.
Mm.
I got Celtics versus Knicks.
That- right now,
Yeah. Right now the Knicks are in 3,
4.
4.
Yeah,
The Pacers in 3.
yeah.
Mhm.
Let me double check that.
Oh, they jumped up because they were in 4.
Yeah. Cause shit, 3-6. That 3-6 is a good little
Pacers-
match. Knicks at 3.
Pacers in 4.
Okay, that's what I was saying. So 3-6.
They had if it stay like this, they had to go through
Play-
Boston.
Knicks would have to play the Pistons and have to beat the Celtics.
It's a tough out.
How it is right now, that couldn't
couldn't
happen.
Yeah, that
Yeah, it
couldn't
can't
happen.
happen.
Yeah.
Can't happen.
Celtics. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Celtics coming out of the East.
For sure.
Yeah, let's move on.
Moving along.
Yeah.
The Celtics are winning the East.
Moving on to the Western Conference. Yeah. Oh, it'll be the Cavs then if they got to play each other.
Yeah.
You better hope they fall to 4 or some shit.
They got 3 games. on. I
Yeah.
thought it was-
Oh,
I thought
okay.
it
It's
was
over.
3
Yeah.
games now.
Moving on to the Western Conference last year, the Mavs went against the T-Wolves. Coach, give us our midseason picks.
Thunder and Nuggets were Weezy, Jeff, and myself.
Mm-hmm.
And Jay had the Thunder and the Grizzlies.
12 was back, man. That hurt me. Damn. Jeff, give me your postseason pick.
Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
Nuggets.
Yo, no.
You gotta stick with that shit.
Yeah.
You just said that Minnesota gonna beat their ass.
No, I said, well, yeah, but right now they wouldn't play Minnesota in the first round.
Who they play?
They'll play the Grizzlies.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, Minnesota plays Houston, and they beat Houston.
Yeah, they
Minnesota beat
Minnesota beat. Yeah. Talk to me, coach.
Thunder and Lakers.
Lake Show.
And the,
Lakers ain't beating the Wolves.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Lakers
trying.
got the Wolves.
That
first round,
4-5.
coach.
That's what I'm saying. And that's why I got
It's tough.
Thunder versus Warriors.
That could happen.
Yeah. Thunder versus
that'll be
Warriors. Who we skipping?
Who?
Man, get that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they can win the play-in.
They
but
can win the play-in,
They're
but
not
they-
beating Oklahoma City.
They
Yeah.
not beating them. Who
Man.
the two?
Houston.
They might be you.
With what? With whom?
And Anthony Davis.
Who they won? Who they guards?
Done.
Dunn and Klay Thompson.
Man, ain't nothing.
And Dinwiddie?
Night.
Moving on to the finals. Last year, Mavs versus Celtics. Jeff, close us out. Give us our midseason pick.
Thunder,
Stop.
Bucks for Weezy.
Boy.
Thunder, Celtics for Jay and Locke. And Nuggets, Celtics for Jeff.
God damn. Go ahead, man. Give us a postseason pick.
Nuggets, Celtics. I'm sticking with my pick.
All right, Coach, go ahead, man.
Celtics and Thunder. Yeah, Celtics and Thunder.
Celtics Thunder. And I have
Yeah.
Celtics versus Warriors.
And you know, that'll be.
It's a homer pick.
But to be
I
fair,
think so.
storyline wise, that's the best story.
It is.
Because Steph took their heart, their Boston's heart,
Yeah.
Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown in their finals. They need that rematch just to exercise
Yeah,
that.
they
Yeah.
That's
and
true.
Jimmy need that bump right there.
And
That's
Jimmy,
a good
and Jimmy
yeah.
deserves a chip for
Yeah.
what he did at Miami.
Yeah.
Not mad at it.
I ain't saying who winning, but I'm just saying.
I
That's,
think Golden State could beat them.
yeah, man, Golden State. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You put Steph Curry in this playoff healthy Steph.
Because the defense that Golden State's gonna play, and you got Jimmy
Come on.
can help with Tatum and
Come on. And
They just don't fare well against a
and
five.
people don't realize Kuminga is just now getting healthy. He just getting his win.
Yeah.
And that is
Dallas is hurt.
our NBA regular season award show. Hey, listen, playoffs is here. March Madness is here. By the time you hear this, we'll have Final Four.
Be championship
game will be played.
Yeah,
Shit,
yes,
by
sir.
the time some of you guys hear this for sure. Give us real quick. Texas, South Carolina women, who you pick?
South Carolina.
Jeff?
The fighting Don Staley's.
Yeah, I'm going South Carolina. UConn, UCLA.
UConn.
I'm going UConn as well.
UConn.
If you can't, UConn. And then so so we all got South Carolina
And
versus
UConn.
UConn.
Yeah.
That will be played on Sunday. And I got Gino getting one and retiring. I got Gino getting one and retiring.
That makes sense.
I got Gino winning. Bro, they played South Carolina and South Carolina. Beat them by 30.
South Carolina has been skating by a lot.
Yeah, they been real up and down.
They do.
They've been up and down. But if
They should've lost,
if
really.
if I tell you this though,
Mm.
if UConn catch them on the wrong night,
It's up. It's up. It's up. Nah, I'm telling you, the team people ain't talking about. UCLA, they number one overall seed
Yeah.
for a reason.
yeah,
That is a tough out.
yeah, it is.
That's a tough out. We didn't even talk about the men.
Texas, oof.
Yeah. You guys got winning. I got Auburn winning it all, men.
That's who I had winning it all.
Yeah.
That's a
I
great
ain't
pick.
gonna lie. I ain't
That's
gonna
a
lie.
great pick. They are
ain't gonna lie.
playing well.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
They are playing
That's what I'm
well.
trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Let me tell you something. Anytime you got a 6'7" point guard starting,
In college.
that's what he
He's
be.
talking about Tyrese Proctor. Yeah. Listen.
And then you got
Then you got Coop. Then you got Man.
and he couldn't nipple.
Then you got Knipple. Whew, man.
They're tough out.
Then they got Zay coming off the bench. And I'm telling you, Isaiah Evans is an NBA player.
They playing.
And he don't even get to play.
That's what I'm saying. They,
Transfer portal.
I guarantee, if he's there,
Transfer portal. So that's what I'm saying. I ain't gonna lie. I got Auburn winning it all, but
it's gonna depend on
hey y'all,
I-
finna win this shit.
that Auburn gonna depend on how healthy that Johnny Broom arm is too.
I don't give a damn if Johnny Broom got a third hand.
No.
Not a third leg, a
Nah.
third hand.
Nah.
If he had a third,
Nah.
that's what I'm trying to tell you.
If he had-
Duke finna win this shit, man. And I'm livid. Oh, Ski. Nah, dude, we do.
We got
I
one
don't
for
care.
the head.
Oh, AC.
I don't care nothing about
Here you
this.
go. Here you go. Here you go.
No,
You don't do that.
I'm gonna be real. You've been the most
do that.
respectful Duke fan all year, and I commend you. I'm gonna shake your hand when we. Now, for you've been real commendable. Now, Sean, Hassan, yeah, them niggas,
Oh Lord,
Man,
man.
man,
Hey,
they're
listen.
the worst. I'm gonna
Listen.
tell you what,
Listen.
cameraman,
Y'all
they
know-
gonna ruin it for you.
Y'all
Y'all
know-
know what I'm saying?
Y'all know we got Jeff. You know we got
What?
to. You know we got to do, Jeff.
What's got to do?
We got to clear the board, man.
We do need to do some push-ups.
No,
Yeah,
it's
no, you damn lie.
No, it's not.
That board ain't clear. We got push-ups to do, and we're gonna do them next week. Now, tweet some questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment and give us a thumbs up on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe. But more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
Jeff,
Camera's always on, brother.
coach.
Get a drummer some.
Cameraman didn't have a camera on the whole time. Get him, Jeff. Get him, Jeff. Cameraman.
Everything's good, bro.
Now, you crazy. He done went at you the whole show.
I said, have I said
Said
the way?
justforme.com 7
did.
times. Yeah. Can I close this out? Yeah. Cameraman, the revolution will be podcasted. We are out.
Thank you for listening to the Full Sport Press podcast. To catch up on previous episodes, please check out the YouTube page and wherever you find your favorite podcast. Don't forget, tell a friend to tell a friend.
The revolution will be podcasted.